And as always, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your kindness. And I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, welcome. Awesome. Scorpios, this is going to be your reading for the next 2 weeks. What's coming through for you? What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? Who's this Knight of Wands? Oh, this dashing prince coming in. Whoever this is, there's definitely coming towards you. I feel like there is a lot of stuff here. This person could be, of course, wanting to rush in. A lot of passion, a lot of desire. Let's see. What are we taking action on? Okay. Yikes. Yikes. What's happening? You guys are hitting me with the vibes today. Scorpios. So it starts out strong. Sorry. We're rushing. Someone could be Russian. Okay, someone could actually be Russian, but we're rushing into something. Some of you could be communicating, however this is. There could be some communication coming towards you. Again, this could also kind of be like, you know, a little bit of a tug of war or a lot of stuff coming through here. So there could be some negotiations. There could be some need to travel, like actually cover some distance and get into that beautiful energy. Whatever this this shot, that's like you're taking your shot. Quicksilver. There's something. There's like a defense. There's something with some defense, okay? Because it's like you're rushing in, but then there's all sorts of communication. I don't know how it is. Hi, Wonder Mom. Welcome. We are bringing that communication back and forth, and that's coming through in that beautiful negotiations. I feel like there's definitely someone who's ready for whatever it is that you have to offer them, and that can mean a lot of different things. But there's definitely some back and forth energy, or someone is definitely giving a lot, but you're ready for this. And I don't know how this is pertaining exactly, just because the next cards are a little intense. I can't make this up. Okay, so we got the thank you so much. We have the 5 of Swords, we have the 7 of Swords, and then we have the 3 of Swords. So you ever hear how your overthinking hurts your own feelings? Oh my gosh. Okay. Scorpios, please cleanse. There's something going on. There's something big going on behind the scenes, and I would be very careful. You have to protect something, because this is insane. Whatever this is, it's leading to heartbreak. It's leading to a lot of difficulty. There's definitely some stuff that isn't being fully revealed. Okay, I'm sorry guys, this is very intense. So you are dealing with someone who is trying to get away with something. Okay, someone who is not fully being honest, whatever degree that means. But I feel like there's like this breadcrumbing energy, right? So some of you may also just not be feeling like you're getting this person's attention, or this person may be kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, however this resonates. Now this can be people, because this can be more than one person, because people are kind of going in different directions. And I feel like this is sort of a situation where it's like you think you're winning, they think they're winning, but you're both kind of just like, because it's also the blue and the green, right? So it's just sort of like this tug of war here. And with the blue, that's also about communication. So it's like, yeah, I said what I needed to say, but I didn't say everything. And it's like someone is still kind of sneaking off in some kind of way there. Now, I'm not saying anything negative, but I feel like there's definitely some things that are being blocked and closed off. There's a certain topic here that gets heated in discussion. Like there's like a debate, a fight, but there's this lack of honest communication. There's a lack of honest opening up. But I feel like some of you may be having a conversation with your person, and it's sort of a standoff, but I feel like the one person is like dressed, like they know that you're gonna hit them with all of this stuff, vice versa, right? And they're like, but, and they're just like, nope, nope, nope. Like whatever it is not getting through. It's the armor is strong. The armor is the protection. You guys need some serious protection. Be very careful. Be very careful with your mind, guys. Because there's a lot of heartbreak. There's a lot of sadness. I don't even know what to do right now. There's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of difficulty. There's a lot of disappointments. So you really, really, really have to protect your mental space. And that's sort of where I'm saying, like, keep your thoughts positive. Keep your energy. Keep your environment. Like, there are dream snatchers. There are toxic situations. There are people who are going to try to not let you have your peace, right? And that can mean a lot of different things. Like maybe you even know that people aren't being honest with you. Maybe you even know that whatever the situation is, there's dishonesty. I don't feel like it's just one person. I feel like it's someone that you kind of have an idea, but it's also someone that you may not know. And if it's the same person and you do know, then that's also why you're like, I know they're gonna throw, like, this is shots fired, is literally like someone is, there's a fight or there's some kind of standoff. I'm not literally, okay, God forbid, but it's like a horse in the night and the bow and arrows. So like they have to get close to attack, but then this person's already attacking from afar. So it's kind of like a keyboard warrior situation. I don't know how to explain this. So just don't let it get through. Don't let it to break into your space. Deep breaths. I'm scared to breathe deep right now. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Meditation will help you. Yeah, here we have this beautiful magician energy, bringing in the magic, bringing in the harmony, right? Like you need to focus on what you want. And I feel like part of this too can be that sabotaging energy. Hold on. There is something that I feel like if this is you with you, okay, there's nobody else involved. Let's just say it's just you. Okay, hold on. I needed to get some clarity here. If this is you in your mind and you are thinking about all these situations, you feel like you've had to cut out some stuff. You think that like you've blocked off these paths, or you've cut out these people, or you've crossed these dots, or whatever this is for you. But there's still something here, because this is very interesting to me, because it makes me see this again. So there's something that you told someone something, and you heard it back from someone else, but you knew exactly who you told, so that person outed them. They outed themselves with speaking your truth to someone that you heard it back from, so you know that this person's not trustworthy, and it was very disappointing. This is yeah. It's a little bit disappointing because it's like a backstabbing, betrayed sort of situation. It might not even be a big deal, but when, you know, you're Scorpio and you trust and you put your faith and trust into someone, and then all of a sudden you hear your news through the grapevine and you knew exactly who you told, it's not so nice. So keep your stuff chill. Keep your stuff together. Hold it together, man. I feel like there's a lot of stuff with the Four of Swords that's asking you to just like sort of like, now it's come to light. Okay? And I feel like whatever this is, yeah, karma here, like whatever is going to come through, this person will get theirs. But I know that there's a little bit of deception, heartbreak here. But I feel like there's a lot of progress for you to move forward. And this is sort of also just reminding everyone with Mars's energy, there's an intensification of the need to want to put people in their place, right? Stop. Don't. Just like think about it, because you might also want to speak your mind. You might want to get back at somebody for something, but believe me, it's not worth it. Like, do something else with that energy. Be productive with that energy. Like, if anything, it's a blessing in disguise, because whatever was revealed, whatever this person shared with someone else, and I don't genuinely feel it's like a big trade secret or something. I feel like it's more just something that you were like, wow, man, I thought I could trust you, but you end up telling them anyway. Like, whatever this dynamic is, like you tell a friend something and then, oh, I heard you told da-da-da, da-da-da, and you're like, but I know who I told that person to, so it came back, right? So there's something that's kind of a bit deceptive here, and I feel like this might be from someone that is very close to you, but it's making me like a boy, like my boy, my bro, whatever. It might even be over somebody. But this can also just be you, where you're having like this debate with yourself, like, oh yeah, no one's gonna know, haha, I got away with something, but then in the end it's just like causing this heartbreak. So there's a lot of healing, and I feel like this is a lot of past deception, and some of you could be getting communication from someone that could be triggering you. Ooh, what is going on, Scorpios? Yikes. Contracts. Double check contracts. Commitment. Hierophant also talks about our core values and our beliefs. I'm hearing integrity. If you're not in alignment with yourself, no matter how you cut it, how you think it's whatever, I'm not calling you guys out, this is however it is, but again, it's like that overthinking, it's that sabotaging, like it's sort of like, oh, I'd rather be safe and get away now with what I have than to be hurt later. So you walk off thinking that it was a good situation, but then it's like everybody's hurting that's involved, okay? I'm not entirely sure what is happening here, but with the Magician energy, it's about bringing this new cycle, attracting this new beautiful energy with all the aces. So I feel like this is either the sabotaging energy that you're allowing past situations that didn't work out to dictate something that is coming towards you, and I feel like whatever this is making me feel like there's a second chance to handle the situation differently, and it's going to be up to you. Are you triggered? Are you whoa, throat chakra. Aye, we're on to something. Tell me how the angel healing came on right now. So this is frequency 111. Yo, somebody needs divine intervention. So just accept the healing for a second, because I'm trying to understand what is going on with you right now. Angels' guidance of blessings and healing. Remove all negative energy. I energy field level up. I don't know who this is for, but stop doing what you're doing. Stop doing what you're doing. My angel wing is sticking out of my shirt. You guys are hiding. You're scared to be you because of the past. I don't even know what to say right now. paradigm. You need to let go of what is no longer serving you. Your greatest manipulation is you against you. Listen, I don't know who this is, but reach out. If you need help and you need support, we're here for you. You can do it privately, you don't have to do it now. But there's a cycle that you keep repeating. There's something that you keep doing. And it feels like it's a victory, but it's really not. And I do feel like this person, this passion, whatever this is with love. This is with somebody who wants to, like, I'm not calling you guys out, okay? I love Scorpio so much. So please understand that if this is resonating for you, I'm trying to help you break through something. I'm trying to help you break out of something. I'm trying to help you see something differently. Because I feel like right now, these cards don't lie. Gray. Dark. Raining. Sad. Doom and gloom. Like, I can't emphasize, and this isn't like anything, this is no jab, no nothing. Like, Scorpio, I'm dead serious right now. There's this cloud over you for so long, and it's this cloud of negativity, and I know that that's exactly why this song came on. That last playlist is over 5 hours long. There's no reason for this to have come on other than for you needed it. And I respectfully permit whatever needs to come through for you. You have the power to end it. The cloud, the darkness, the shadow, the fear, the misdirection. You are the light, baby. You always have been. Don't be scared, guys. Listen, you're perfectly safe. I got a pretty big angel team. And we work a lot behind the scenes for you to even get here. If you're in my room, I need you to understand you are more protected than you can even imagine. Because that's how I operate. But I need you to see it. Some of you need to call in your reinforcements. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael. I wasn't kidding about the divine intervention, and I can't make this up. I'll pull you an angel number. Spiritual change. Do you know dark cloud leaves. And this can be depression, this can be anxiety, this can be stress, this can be fear-based, this can be low vibration, whatever is appropriate for you to be aware of it. And I'm not saying this is for everyone, and I really hope it's not. And this doesn't mean it has to be to that extreme, okay? It can be something that I don't need to do that. I don't need to say this. I don't need to be there. I don't need those people. Whatever this is that it is for you in that way, it's just like this way of you cut people out, or the way that you disregard something, or the way that you have been treated. Angie, you're worth so much. And thank you guys. Please take and screenshot these helpline numbers. These are emergency numbers for anyone who needs it right now. It's okay if you need to reach out for help and support. I know somebody does. I'm just going to ask you to have the courage to do that. I think the biggest shift you guys need is just be here. Scorpio, this turned into something I was not expecting it to, but someone needs to hear it. And I got all night. Someone tried to steal your dream. Someone tried to, I don't mean they put something on you, but someone tried to steal your light. So how do you do that? You trick someone into believing that they aren't the light. And I'm here to remind you, they were so wrong. They were so wrong to do you like that. The reason why these are so heavy is because of the full moon. This is one of the most profoundly intense moons of the year. And we are 3 days away from it, and it's this heavy. Now again, there's a bunch of us, there's a lot of energy, and I'm not just reading for us, I'm reading for whoever is in this vibration, and apparently there's a lot. So we're not just feeling you, we're feeling all of them. This makes me think of the fight song, and you said about it too. I've only got one match, but I can make an explosion. I'm not saying literally, okay, don't do anything crazy. Just hold on. Bring that disclaimer back. I meant within. You are the spark. You are what you're looking for. What you need is you, and this makes me think of like participate in your rescue. Yellow has to do with the solar plexus. Solar plexus have to do with confidence, worthiness, and value. You must find that within yourself. Some of you really do have to listen to the 1111 frequency. This is about angelic assistance, divine intervention. When was the last time you prayed? When was the last time, or ever, if you've never, ever, 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 ever asked your angels to assist you, they're waiting on standby. I mean, mine are hanging around, but you have to give them permission because God gave us free will. And they will not intervene without your gracious acceptance of their love and light. And I feel like some of you They're right there. I don't know why I'm getting the archangels with this. Scorpio, whatever you're doing right now, if you know you shouldn't be doing it, this is a chance. This is a chance of a lifetime to flip it. Not everybody gets this opportunity. You have a moment right now to have a fresh start and change that path. But this is mentally. You guys are taking me for a ride with this one. There's a need for you to take action on something, but I don't feel that. This could be vengeance, this could be resentment, this could be anger, this could be like, I have to get someone back because they took from me. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, if whatever this was that caused this, you need to let it go. You need to let this go, because this will drive you mad. There's a lot of things you have unsaid, and I will absolutely recommend journaling, recommend writing it down, recommend something, healthy coping mechanisms. Esther taught me, so that you can deal with this appropriately, or get help to help you deal with this appropriately. I don't feel like it's super severe, but I feel like some of you are right on a teeter-totter. You're on the line, you're on the edge. No matter what's going on, you're safe and you're protected. You're always watched over. You know, something I tell a lot of my clients is sometimes you don't really realize you're facing a corner when it looks dark and gloom and like there's nothing there. You're facing a corner, so I gotta turn you around to see the rest of the room. I don't know who put you in that corner and why, in what aspect of your life, and what reason. I need you to spin around, baby. I need you to see the other perspective in your life. You are so worthy. You are so loved. And I'm really sorry that you were surrounded by really shitty people. There's really no other way to say this. This can be past traumas. This can be past heartbreaks. This can be cheaters. This can be liars. This can be stealers. This can be really cutthroat. But this is something that you learned. And it's like it's a product of your environment, but your environment wasn't a good one. It's not your fault. But that lifestyle, that habit, that thought pattern, that way of doing it that's been working you. There's big disappointments here. Like big. Like these are people that were really... They abandoned you. I also see if there was a loss, they didn't share what was meant for you fairly. Someone took more than they should have, and they took stuff that you wanted, and they never told you. Breathe. I need to breathe too. Jeez. See, the funny thing with me is you can't hide it from me, and I can't hide it from you, and I wouldn't. And I don't know if you know that this person's going through this, if you guys are dealing with someone, but someone's dealing with some really big betrayal. Or big triggers. But they're not telling you how much it's breaking their heart. So I just want to like hold it and like they're there. Like I don't even know what to do right now. You guys, I feel you so much right now. It's like this gaping hole. You guys do me a favor. Send as much hearts. Fill the chat for whoever needs it. Just send that beautiful love and healing energy, because it might be one person, it might be 100, it might be a lot more. We don't know who needs this right now. The thing with the zodiac signs is, surprise, we all have all 12 of them. There's just some that are stronger than others. So you might not be Scorpio sun, but you could have very strong Scorpio placements. And I genuinely just feel wherever your Scorpio is in your chart is the area in your life where you are experiencing this either self-sabotaging betrayal, where you've literally like cut your own foot out from under you, in whatever this is that you know you should have taken action on, that you should have done, that you should have used the tools, you should have taken that chance. And that's why I mean, like, you're getting a second chance in whatever this is. So I need you to like let that go. We love you. Sorry, Scorpios, your reading kind of got a little hijacked here. I think it's also the vibe, because this song is kind of making you feel it, making me feel it. I'm feeling it for you. Whoa. There's definitely communication, guys. There's a lot of stuff unsaid. I feel like I had my best friend died in high school, and I never got to tell him how much I loved him. And I didn't actually realize how much I loved him until he was gone. And that's one of the most profound lessons of love in my life, because I lost family, I lost really close people. By the time I was 12, most of my immediate family was gone. And it wasn't until losing him that I recognized how precious it was, because we were so young. And it wasn't just old people dying from cancer or, you know, older people having health issues. It was young. But not ever being able to say what I wanted to say to him, because when he passed away, we were fighting. And that hurt more than anything I ever experienced in my life. That's why we never leave fighting. We never... I always say I'm sorry. I always tell people I love them. I know he knows, but I forget if it was my mom that said this, that well, I know my mom told me that love, like grief is love with nowhere to go. But I learned that not saying those words to the ears that they're meant for will never, ever feel the same. So whatever it is that you didn't get to say or that you want to say, write it down. Or talk to me. Reach out. We have such an incredible community, guys. I can't even begin to tell you how extraordinary this has been for me to meet you. And the only reason why I am so open about it is because nobody's talking about it. And we have to be so tough. And we have to be so strong. And you're not allowed to cry. And you're not allowed to have human feelings. And you're not allowed to be justified in your emotions. Which is total crap. No offense. But what do I know? I just know that hiding it for as long as I did was torture. That was the cruelest thing I did to myself. So Robert Frost, I saw his quote when I was 11, and I even put it on my emails. The only way through is through. And I don't care what part of this shit you're in, how big this storm is, how big this cloud is, how big this heaviness is. You got us now. Even if you don't feel like you have anybody else. You never needed them. was always you. It's always been within you. I love you guys saying it. Arise, warriors. This too shall pass. Set it into motion. Take your shot and go for it. This fear, this doubt, these people, those sayings, people don't understand how many times they still talk to you after they said what they said, right? Our brain is interesting with how it likes to torture us with that one thing that one person said umpteen years ago. So you just take it and you just out. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Whoever it is. I had a teacher who told me I would never amount to anything because I protected myself in a situation that she was defending another student who basically asked me to take my own life because the entire class hated me. But it was her favorite student. She chose another kid over me. I was bullied so bad in school and no one said anything about it. No one did anything about it. My mom did. I've never seen my mom fight for me like she did that day. So I'm here to fight for you. I love my mom so much. And my dad. But you have so much more fight left in you. It's not even funny. Yikes. Damn it. I made it so good till now. Scorpios. It's okay. I have a lot of Scorpio on my chart too. But it's about healing. Okay. Do I have your permission to play a song that is perfect? Oh girl, this queen will definitely rise, don't you worry. But I love you guys. I don't cry because I'm like trying to make you feel sorry for me or something. This is also healing for me because nobody can do that for you but you, and I'd rather talk about it and my story helps someone else, and by speaking up it's getting it out of me, and sharing it might help you share it with someone who needs it in that moment. And whatever you're fighting for, and whatever you're overcoming, and whatever traumas you've faced, and whatever things that you've hidden, I had to hide a lot of stuff. Not just mentally and emotionally, but legally, I was forced to. You guys are ready? We're gonna let the angels go back to healing us from